Yes, sorry for the inconvenience. As I look now, we are setting up a new lobby. And we're gonna have a new host, Marciek as it looks. So he'll invite everybody back to the lobby. I have trouble setting up a lobby normally, so we're gonna have another guy do it. Marciek should have a good connection, or else I have a internet cable set up for this. So we'll just wait. To get an invite. Gonna demand admin after this. Skipping dinner. Gonna have burgers. So yes. Yes, invite. Now we're joining. Everybody rejoining. And as per rules, top 10 are gonna start on the tires they were on when they qualified. So no, what's the word for it? Yes, I can't remember the word because I'm Danish. Yes, maybe that was not important. The tires. Oh yeah, I remember the word, guys. The tire's not gonna be worn out, or worn at least. So maybe they fight for more laps, as per se, but still don't think it's gonna have a massive effect on the back markers who are gonna start on the more fluent tires. See people joining. The lobby is gonna be set up, yes, with the drivers, how they qualified. Well, not much to say. We can maybe say some of the standings at the moment for Tier 1, as it looks in both the Drivers and the Constructors Championship. At the moment, Champ is in first place with 144 points, with Houseman right behind, only 5-point gap with 139 points. Then we have Brad with 112, Yuppie with 83. Yeah. So, as we know, the top 3 guys all decided to retire from the race. So they're gonna start.
P5 on mediums is not bad, I think. Emoji thinking face.
They are still the guys I believe at the moment we have to look out for in this race, because they're gonna come strong back, I believe. Bit of race predictions. Let's see.
Picky.
Wonder if people are gonna get ready soon. P5 on mediums, yeah, that's actually not bad.
Picky.
As it looks, but I still do believe some of the faster drivers who retired would have set maybe under 828. So of what it looks like, of who qualified with the time, it's good, and especially with mediums that high up the grid. Give another kind of strategy, and now they are not war on the tires. Picky. Don't know what picky means.
Hottentotten to onstilling.
Hottentotten opstilling.
Hottentotten to onstilling.
Hottentotten tunes stilling. These fucking Dutch people. Oh my god. Well, I think the race is gonna start in a little bit. Custom grids, yes. Light cloudy.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. 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 Hottentotten to onstilling. Emoji Netherlands. Emoji Netherlands. Emoji Netherlands. Hottentotten to onstilling.
Yes. Don't know what it means. Probably something dirty, and I like it.
That bot is amazing.
I asked
Matthews
if he wanted to be commentator, as he is the normal commentator, as it looks like, but he has not responded. Thereby, you'll have to stick with me. Gulvadomen. That part is amazing. I love it. I don't know what you're talking about, Houseman, but I like your optimism. It's not quite right, but he's got the spirit. Yes. Gulvadomen.
Emoji Luxembourg, 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 Emoji Luxembourg,
Mate is ear raping.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing, 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 emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
With the ocean
emoji rolling on the floor laughing, 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 emoji rolling on the floor skipping the rest.
Not too tall, but not too
emoji
small
Luxembourg,
either.
emoji Luxembourg, 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 emoji skipping the rest. This is amazing.
Ready? Beats. Fortunately, we could not give some background music, or else that would actually have been pretty awesome.
Domich Marine Plate
so myself. And as it looks, we are starting now. Domich Mar in Plagenhas. No, it's a K. Domich Mar ein Plagenkas. Well, that sounds more Deutsch.
Take the button off.
German. Take the button off. Domich Mar. I'm getting that mish. Domich. Sorry, I've had German in school for a couple of years, and now I can't. Doch mich mal in Plagenkas. Kus. I don't know. But we're only waiting for Lexa to catch up on his internet. And then the race will begin. Oh no, we're starting. We're waiting for everybody.
It means I want a piece of cheese.
I want a piece of cheese. Sorry, I don't really like cheese that much if it's in its hard form. I like it when it's melted on toast or pizza. And ham and cheese sandwich grilled on a pan or in a toaster. That's actually very nice. Yes. Nice.
Emoji Luxembourg, 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 skipping the rest. Emoji Luxembourg, 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 emoji Luxembourg.
Soft, and here we have the mediums of Sunset Beach Bar. Mediums. And we go back to soft. 10th place, I've decided to go with soft. Maybe not the smartest choice, but as we know, he can't decide now.
USOMG Luxembourg spamming.
We have Yupe on hearts. Dasha, mediums actually, so he's gonna make a sprint for it here in the midfield, so it looks like. Braxton on mediums, Friedhoff on mediums, we have Patrick on mediums, Houseman on hearts. Interesting from Patrick actually. Champ on hearts, Brett sorry, on hearts, Butinho on mediums. Interesting from going from 19th place. And Masiek on medium in P20. do. That's the greatest rolling up on the start-finish line. Matchy,
not me.
Bit of connection, maybe, as it looks. So he's not gonna bug out a bit. A lot of carnage is gonna go into turn 1 and 2, I believe. So this is gonna be very interesting.
Then Houseman
has finished up. Yes. Here we have him. And they are off. Oh, a lot of carnage in the midfield. Oh, someone going back. Can't really see right now. Oh, some cars ghosting unknown, bit slow. Oh, you go right on track. We have Patrick going down, Funky has gone down, and Fidov has gone down. Not looking like a good start for these. Oh, a car has spun. That is Sunset Beach Bar. Masiek also. He's actually covered 2 places. Nicely done. Virginio showing up the midfield. Yeah. Some slipstream going off. Oh, gonna back down. Sunset, launch it up. Oh, a little battle with Fridolf. As it looks, Fridolf coming out on top. Sunset deciding not to use any ERS for this. As you know, this track can really use up your ERS. You have Braxton ghosting at the moment. Oh, Javier and Rado shown having a bit of a battle. Champ and Yuka. Champ easily overtaking on the medium tires. He's high up for medium tires at the moment. Looking good for him. We have Yuka again going behind Patrick. Unknown. A couple of guys into the pits. They must have some front wing damage, as it looks like. Yeah, front wing is getting changed also here. Who's gonna get out in front? Ooh, it is Frida in front of Sunset. Those guys are gonna be long behind. And they decide to go out on medium tires again. Masiek with a penalty, as it looks at the moment. Oh. Brett's overtaking Yuka. A little fight. Yuka's giving back. Oh, and he slips. Brett is in front. We saw Brett again coming in front of Lexa. Some of the guys are sawing down the field. The guys on the mediums and the hard tires are the clear winners in the first couple of laps, as it looks like. As you have Champ and Dasher battling it out. But as it looks, Champ has come in front. Yes. Sunset now with penalty. Unfortunate start for these guys. Matty sitting fastest laps, as it looks like at the moment, running away from the pack, which he should be doing. Oh, Sarakaya with a penalty. Dasher with a penalty. As I said before, turn 1 and 2 very prone, both with incidents and penalties. Let's see. Can't see the time. Oh yeah, 3-second penalty. Sunset with a 5-second penalty. Tires at the moment. See, the 4 medium guys have gotten. You've kind of stayed the same place, but big winner of this hard tire train is Champ up in 7th. Tuka up in 4th with the mediums, and I believe in a couple of laps we're gonna see the soft going to roll off, as we have Fry overtaking Sarika. No, Sarika tried to overtake, but got pushed off the track. As Champ has overtaken Red Shell up to 6th now. Oh, Fry has retired. Wait, what? What happened? What? Wait, what happened? I can't see anything. Did he go? He went into the pits. Fry has retired from the race. That is so unfortunate. Trying to get an update on what happened. Not much has been said. Fuck this game. It's boring. Brett's here. Oh, we have a little battle. Yuba overtaking Lexa on the soft tires. Is it now the soft tires are gonna begin to fade? As it looks, because Yuba is holding up with Lexa. Yes. That is what we could expect from the soft tires. Not a good choice for this track. As we have Champ up in 5th now with his hard tires, trying to catch the 4 front guys, with Mate at the moment 2 seconds in front, but I think he got a warning there. Just trying to get away at the moment from Betsuka and Sarakaya. So you can see Sarakaya up the arse of Betsuka. Interesting. Oh, we have a little... Yeah, Brixton. I don't know what happened to Brixton. If he's disconnected, or... because I think he is, yeah, using the AS and sensor trying to catch up at the moment. Still believe he should have gone for the hard tires. Oh, we have a couple of guys. Yupa getting overtaken by Watsinho, trying to get back at him. No, he was not trying to overtake, he's trying to overtake Watsinho. Watsinho at the moment having a lot of EIS at looks. But Yupa is keeping up with him. As Ram Shadow is trying to catch Brett, but as we know, Brett is one of the fastest guys. So I can't really see at the moment. I think we're beginning to come into a part of the race where it's gonna be quite still. I think the word is, as I say that, Patrick overtakes Champ. Champ at the moment looks like struggling a bit. Gonna stay on these guys for a moment to see if the medium tires still have a lot of time in them. As I get word from Frypaper that he doesn't really know what happened. Oh, okay. He didn't really feel like racing. I can kind of understand too. I don't... This track is good for time trials and such, but not enjoyable racing. Oh, and we have a large corner cut here from Champ. As we see down Yupa getting overtaken by Radoshion, getting pushed away. Oh, Masiek spinning a bit, letting Unknown by. Interesting. as I'm getting word from, as it looks like now, Fry Pepper actually announcing his retirement from this season, and instead going into a helper role instead. Unfortunate. Oh, and we have Red O'Sheon going into the pits. I think his tires are worn out now. I think he can't do anymore. With Yuka trying to catch up to Virginia at the moment. He has some free space a little bit because Funky is in the dirty air and Virginia doesn't have anyone in front of him. Brett's just catching up with him. Tense. Petsuka has caught up with Matip. As we see now, lap 5 and 6 have been the laps where the soft tires have gone off and can't really keep up anymore. And as we're now gonna see, the medium runners are gonna have a good period, as Matip can not for long keep Petsuka behind him. Oof.
What time did Matey set on qualifying?
In the meantime. What time did Matej set on qualifying? As I can see, Matej set a 1:28.271. I wouldn't call it a fast time, but it's a good time. And we had a lot of the runners now in the midfield, as you see Patrick and Champ and Houseman. These guys decided not to sit a lap, so they could decide freely on what tires they wanted to drive on, and as we can see, it has really paid off for them. As we now get onto the straights, with Petsuka getting a good line and Matti getting a bit out of line, and we're gonna have some DRS, and Matti is not gonna fight it, letting Petsuka by. As we see more of the guys down the field racking up some penalties. And if we can see at the moment, Friedhoff have the faster time at the moment. That's not actually what I wanted to see. I wanted to see penalties.
Ooh, lucky me.
At the moment,
First
Sunset
rack
has
where he
8
absolutely
seconds
smashes
in
everyone.
17th.
I made this time to LOL in tire 2.
Redo has 3, so a combination of 3 and 6 second penalties. Yeah, Matty going to the pits now with Salkara right behind him, which leads Champ and Patrick up in P2 and P3, with Sunset tailing behind, but still caught up to them. He has free place to just roam and drive, nurture those hard tires, letting the guys in front bat it out so he can catch up. Coutinho on the mediums, 8 laps old now, beginning to maybe see a little bit of where the hard line is taking, and with Funky right behind him getting DRS now, it looks like maybe Coutinho is in a bit of trouble. Down here we have Yuppe. Also on the hard tires, just driving. No need at the moment, as it looks, to as I'm recalling, having to catch up, because the guys in front of him battling it out, so he'll just automatically catch him even. And as he's on the hard tires, we'll soon see the medium tires go off a bit. Brett still not catching up to to the top 4, as it looks like he's now got a penalty and Hausman have gotten rid of his penalty. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of penalty does he have on him. He has a 3 second. As you see, precision change. As you see, the top 5. If we look away from, we can actually ask, with the top 5 guys have really gained with taking both the hard and medium tires, as we see also Vitinho and Marciek. These guys are going to be able to drive longer and probably have a good advantage. Oh, as we see Javier getting overtaken. No, Sarikaya. A good battle down here, both between. Oh, what happened here? Jesus. As Javier and Marciek is battling it out. Oh, and we have Mate long out the track, gotten a penalty, and now Javier is in front with Marciek 2 and Sarikaya. Not the greatest start on those hard tires from Mate. Probably struggling a little bit, and doesn't have a lot of EIS as it looks. Great battle right now between these guys. Oof, bumping on the front wing. Now, as you see, it's gonna be a bit of a slipstream train because this track doesn't really allow a lot of places. A lot of places. It doesn't have a lot of opportunities for overtaking. So it's mainly gonna be on the straights and by miscalculations by some of the other drivers. And Sarikaya sliding a bit. As we see Matic going into the pits again. Now on a medium tire. Is it a new car? It is a new set of tires. Oh, and he's off the track. Not well for the man who started P1. Unfortunately. Ram overtaken by Lexa. Lexa on a new pair of 3-lap old soft, so that's why he clearly is moving off the track, but maybe not the smartest decision. Oh, and as we see, Petsuka has now pitted, which allows both, which allows Champ into first place, and as we remember, Champ started P16 or P7, no, P16. Impressive what we can do with those hard tires. And as we see down here, a bit of carnage. Sunset now overtaking the guys in the pits, trying to get back. But with the 10-lap old tires, it may soon be time for both the front runners or the guys on the mediums to pit. I do believe the guys on the hards can do a bit longer. Oh, and unknown DNFs going into the pits. Interesting. As we are now on lap 12, so we're almost halfway through this race. As we see, it's settling a bit. Big gaps between the drivers. Trains not really allowing much. The only thing we are seeing is a close drive between the front guys on 3. As you see, Brett trying to catch up to them, but he is, as it looks, he is falling a bit behind. And as we see now, their window has opened from lap 13 to 15. So this is where the hard tire drivers' strategy plays in very well. see Mate fortunately retiring on track. Could be used to him going into the pits, but fortunately he didn't do it in the middle of a battle, so that's always something. Yeah, as it looks close, but all these guys within a second of each other. Houseman just on the brink of it. We're just gonna see a slipstream train at the moment here, so maybe not a big battle going on between these guys. So I'm waiting their pit strategy. Let's see who's gonna pit first. Ooh, and Champ. No, it's Patrick going into the pits. That's why. With his medium tires, he probably knew he couldn't keep the distance much longer to the hard tire people. And as we see, Patrick is going on the hard tires. And these guys' medium window is still open. As it looks, they are keeping up the pace very well, actually. And as we have Freelove going into the pits, 11 lap old medium tires, and we have some yellow flags ahead here. Sakaya, what is going on? Sunset's onto hard tires, that means he's gonna go to the end on these tires. Still awaiting on the front. Oh, and Jupiter all the way up in P4. But this paid massively in Jupiter's hands. As if we recall him fighting his way to first place in the first round of this season. Maybe he will do it again. But with 11 seconds up, so just P3. There is a bit of a way to go, as we see Ram and Lexa fighting it out down in P11 and P12. With Lexa coming out in front. But using a bit of DRS, not much DRS left for Lexa. And with 6 lap old softs, this is gonna... I don't think this is gonna turn to his favor. As we see Brexton down here, a minute behind, going onto the hard tires. As we see Sarikaya, the Yuka going to the pits now, going on the medium tires. And as we're gonna see soon, the front guys, top 3 is hopefully gonna go into the pits soon. Brett still with the penalty. Gonna be interesting is if he's gonna serve it in the pits or just drive it out, trying to catch up to the front guys, as he's still falling behind. Now with 4.5 seconds up to P2. Champ driving his own race, trying to keep these tires in place. Let's see if he's gonna drive into the pit now. And he is. Champ is pitting with Houseman right behind him. Interesting. No, not interesting. Good call. As we have Brett also coming into the pit now. Petsuka 3 laps old. This may mean Petsuka will come out in front. As we recall, he was in P1. And he decided to go into medium tires. No, for hard tires. And yes, Petsuka now out in front again, but on hard tires with both Champ and Houseman out of mediums. Patrick out on a 2 lap old hard tires. Interesting strategy. As Matty has left the session now, but as we knew, he was already had already retired from the race. Javier finding his way up in P4. Gonna be interesting if he's gonna drive all the way to the end on these tires, or if he's gonna maybe switch to a soft to get a last sprint in. Let's see some of the guys. Frida still with the fastest time. Champ catching a bit up to Patrick. Champ really enjoying these these medium tires he's on. Just have to stretch them for 11 laps more, no, for 10 laps more, and not use them all up, because if Patrick can keep him behind, Patrick is gonna have and we have a safety car. We have a safety car. Who is it? Dash it decided DNF out behind. Interesting. Is it a virtual or is it a full-on safety car? I actually didn't see. It's gonna be good for some of the drivers who's just pitted. As it looks like it is a full-blown safety car we have in this race. No, I was just mistaken by the yellow color of the Renault. Dasha has now left the session. Brett with some damage, as it looks like, as he's riding in the JVL chat. Fortunately it's under a safety car, so maybe he can make it to the pits and change before losing too many places. So we seen Patrick leaving, Patuka leaving the pack. Patuka really have capitalized. No, but whoa, Patuka going into the pits. Ooh. Well, maybe this is actually good with him going on the medium tires, but a lot of the guys behind has already catched up, and their tires are pretty fresh. So maybe this is not a good decision by Patuka to leave his first place. With those hard tires, he could have made it to the end and set both the medium guys out of play. But everything can happen. This is F1. And these are online gamers. So Uber up to P8, medium tires, 3 laps old. Gonna have a hard time maybe getting in front of someone like Brett and Patuka. With our top 3 at the moment, Patrick, Champ and Javier, all trying to keep the heat in those tires. But the only guy on medium is Champ, and Houseman actually, but Patrick on the hard tires. An interesting battle we're gonna have in these last 9 laps. Not much to commentate on, as we can recall the placement. Patrick, Champ, Javier, Houseman, Funky, Brett, Patuka, Yuppe, Saikaya, Routinho, Sunset Beach Bar, Rado, Shelm, Fredolf, Lexa, Masiek and Brexton. And 4 drivers have retired from the race: Dasher, Unknown, Frypaper and Matty. And both Frypaper and Matty qualified P1 and P2. So unfortunate for those guys, starting out so good, so great, but falling behind to the guys deciding to start on mediums and hard. We're gonna go another lap for the safety car. I do believe sometimes safety cars ruin the races. I would like maybe sometime to see a race without a safety car. It gets a bit more chaotic and a bit more punishing, and does leave a bit of strategy out, but sometimes the safety car can come at the worst times and at the most boring times, but also it can leave a pretty good sprint race if it comes in the last 8 laps or so. So as the guys keep trying to keep the heat in these tires, a bit of backup. Let's hope no one let's hope no one ruins their front ring. The view is sliding a bit on those, trying to keep the heat in back tires on the rear, as it calls. 7-lap old hearts for Funky. And as you have it, Sarikaya has decided to go on soft tires, and Friedel also have maybe not the greatest decision with still so many laps left, since the softs are gonna get ruined pretty easily. If the safety car was closer, we could have maybe seen a lot more of the guys go on soft tires, and this would have been a sprint race to the end. But I do not think this is gonna be so much of a sprint race. But with the safety car and the amount of laps there's left, I do see the medium guys here in front having the advantage over the hard tires. So as it looks now, the call for hard tires for both Javier and Patrick has not played well into their hands, but instead into Champs and Housemans, which I do believe are gonna battle for second and first. And as you see now, Patrick is backing up the grids with the safety car coming into the pits now. And as you know, Patrick can decide when to release the guys behind. And we have Friedhof and Lexa switching places. Really bang up the grid now, trying to ruin the temperature in the tires, I believe. This is gonna be good for him coming out this corner now. Champ keeping well with Javier falling behind very much. He was not prepared. Houseman on behind him. Gonna see. Ooh. Brett's overtaking Funky. Yes. Those medium tires are really playing into their hands now. Tsuka Yupu just trying to catch up to Tsuka and Funky. Funky falling down the grid at the moment. Not really having control of those medium tires. Maybe it doesn't have a lot of heat and push from Tsuka. But I do not believe there's anything in that. Sarikaya now battling with Funky. So see Houseman catching up to Javier. With Brett right at his side. Interesting. Using DI's, Houseman is gonna get the best out of it. It'll be interesting going into the corner. Into section 3. Doesn't decide to launch it in, but still keeping up with Brett. See the moment. Tsuka also in the battle with Houseman and Brett and Javier. As the guys behind continue still in Pete's and down here. I think we come up with a great start as Funky has fallen now down behind Sarikaya. Funky not doing well with these hard tires now. He's 9 laps. But as you see, Javier's tires are now on lap 13. This is going to be interesting the last 6-7 laps. As you see, Friedhof right behind Sean. He's gonna overtake and keep with him. Getting a nice line out of it. Yes, he is gonna overtake, and Red Sean is not gonna fight it. But he has to go on the outside, straight up. So you see them at the grid. These four guys are really battling it out, but it has been a huge advantage for both Champ and Patrick. Has been allowed to get away from P3 and down, and can drive their own race and battling it out. Now it's going to be interesting, both with Champ's tires being on lap 5, since it's mediums, because he has to overtake soon if he want to get away from Patrick, whose hard tires are going to play into advantage at some points. We're looking up a bit. And as you can see, he's going to have the DRS advantage when it's going to be allowed. We have a lot of guys continuing to P9, Sunset, P10. I have Red O'Shell falling down the order. He's going into the pits, actually. So put on a pair of medium tires. As we have Houseman overtaking Javier, and now can catch up to Brett. Interesting. Oh, and now we have Champ. DRS open, overtaking Patrick. Nicely done. Patrick, now his job is just to stick with Champ, because he knows at some point those medium tires are not going to play into his advantage anymore. As we have the buckle down here. 12 and 13, Lexa. Oh, big corner cut, Marciek getting a penalty for that, I do believe. Let's see, now on 9 second penalties, but Lexa on 11 seconds. A lot of penalties on these guys. Sayakaya overtakes Javier. Javier really going down the grid now. 14 lap old. He should have pitted on those safety cars. It looks Sayakaya is soaring off the field with those soft tires. Looking for DRS at last. Houseman trying to catch up to Brett. Brett with no one in front of him, so Houseman is going to get a good advantage of the DRS on the straight, as Brett cannot catch up to Patrick. And Champ, who's still driving their own race, actually getting a bit away from Brett. Now Houseman opening up the DRS, but falling behind in the lead up to the straight. Launching it fine, and ooh, that is a good line he's taking. Brett now under pressure from Houseman, who really wants this podium, as it looks like. As we've seen, Patrick falling behind at the moment of Champ. Champ really trying to get away on those medium tires, as they soon will begin to wear. Bit of continue getting overtaken on those soft tires. Taking the right line out there. Freedom really punishing those soft tires, really trying to get max out of them. We see Patrick and Champ. Still not a lot of battle going on as Champ overtook him. But as we see, only 2 laps in, there's not a lot of battling going on, as a slipstream train has been created. Going to be interesting with Javier, as he has no penalties at all. So if he can stay within these seconds, he can maybe actually get up to P4 and even P3. Gonna be interesting to see from him. So Patrick is over and Fridolf Yuka getting overtaken by Fridolf, who is really getting the most out of those soft tires. But on lap 7 they are now going wide. As we go back to Patrick and Champ. Patrick falling behind at the moment, can't really keep up with Champs. Ooh, and a big lockup from Champ. They can't really keep up at the moment. Luckily getting a bit of DRS to help him and using some of his EIS. Now he's going to catch up. But it's in these tight sections that he's falling behind because of the superiority of the medium tires. As we're going into lap 5 at the moment, the guys really trying to push it hard here in the front. As we see Champ getting a better exit, and Patrick still staying in nicely, using some of his DIS and putting on some EIS. Not catching well up. Go, Sensor is at the moment catching to Vitinho, and Vitinho is catching Yuka. Ooh, launching out the inside. Ooh, locking up, nicely done actually. Yuka cutting a bit, maybe get a warning or penalty out of it. I can't believe it's going to be interesting with the standings in the end, as it looks like because of all the penalties. If you see something at 17 seconds of penalties, Yuka and Vitinho 3 and 6 seconds. It is a big melting pot at the moment, I would say, because we don't really know. I can't really calculate who is going to be where. I can only calculate that Javier as the only as he is at the moment in a position to take P4. Ooh, and he's overtaking Sadikaya, as now he is really in the go to maybe go for a P3. This is really gonna be interesting. The guys up here, as we're gonna follow P1 to P5 very closely here in the last couple of laps. See Houseman right in the back of Brett, catching up to him, maybe launching him from the inside. He is, ooh, Brett still getting out. Houseman not gonna take the risk on that. He has an opportunity more in the last lap. I think he's gonna do it. Just trying to stay behind Brett very closely for the next couple of seconds, next couple of miles. My mouth is beginning to get very sore because I'm speaking English so much. My jaw is really hurting actually. See Patrick at the moment still can't catch up to Champ, and this is the last final lap. He has to get in a good position, 2 on the straight, get in front of Champ, or else Champ is going to win this race, because none of them has penalties. As you see, Javier battling, as it looks now, not going to get that 3rd place, but is in a position to get that 4th place if he can stay within 5 seconds of Houseman. Really going out there. Not looking well with those 19 lap old tires. Has to stay in the ooh. And as it looks now, Houseman is going to keep that 4th place. Ooh, and Fridolf is overtaking. He's really getting the most out of those soft tires, even on lap 10. As you see, Patrick not been able to overtake Champ. Really giving him it all, but he doesn't have much EIS left. Gonna be very interesting here. Blasted champ. Maybe make a fuck up or not. Who knows? Oh, locking up very much both of them. But champ getting out on top as a look. And as we have our winner of tier 1 in JVL is F1 champ, with Patrick getting in second, Brett third place, Housen fourth, Friedhof at the moment getting in seventh place as Javier gets up to fifth, who continues taking sixth place. Yupe P8, Sakai P9, and Sunset taking P10. See how the both back markers getting in here last. Brixton very far behind, I think he's ghosting. Kinda interesting, but a bit predictable with the guys starting on the hard and mediums, ending out on top. Congratulations to Champ, who started in, I believe, P16, getting all the way to P1. What an amazing race he's actually driven. Great strategy. This has really been an interesting race. No, it hasn't, but then again it has. As we see the guys on the podium now, spraying champagne on that of Chari, really taking a lot of the points. Great for their team standings. As we now have, we have Champ, Patrick and Brett taking the top 3, as we're gonna invite them to a post-race interview, and we're gonna invite Matty, if he is up for it, to as he is the pole sitter, to an interview. Just gonna start. But we're gonna invite the winner into the chat, and we can maybe invite the other guys too. As we're gonna see the final grid. That's Champ, inviting Brett, and is Patrick available? If I can see.
Hello.
All of the guys left in the section that I can invite.
Hello. I invited Brett already.
Also disappearing. As it looks at the moment, we're just gonna have first and third place in the chat. Go to my settings. Hello? And yeah, now I can hear Champ. Great. Are the other guys gonna be able? Okay, great. So what about Patrick? Is he available for a post-race interview? Okay, unfortunately. But still gonna have the race winner and P3 as it looks. So just waiting for what? Wait, what? Wait, what happened? What's happening? T1 incident report.
Oh, Patrick. On lap 1, he just killed Unknown.
That Dasher guy, I'm not even joking, that Dasher guy needs to go.
He needs to go.
Well,
he needs to go.
Let's wait. Let's. What the fuck? I may not have been aware of what happened. A lot of guys switching places in the first couple of laps, but I will start. Maybe we should start the interview with Brett. You're coming into a P3. After starting with the back markers, how do you think the race is going?
Pretty awfully. Like, it would have been fine, but I have to take avoiding action and drive off the track to what Patrick did at the start on lap 1. And then I felt alright, but obviously due to that I was a little bit behind Houseman, Champ and Patrick. So I was making moves to try and keep up with Patrick, but then Dasher just decided to like twitch into me or in a braking zone, which caused me to half spin and gave me damage, which therefore meant that I was slow literally the entire race. So to still get third, I suppose it's alright, but
yeah, because I did see you writing in the chat that you got some damage at one point.
Yeah.
Can you explain the incidents with Patrick?
Well, I can't explain it. I didn't see it. I just know that I had to go off the track to avoid whatever was happening. Because all of a sudden there was a big crash and I was like, right, I will definitely hit someone if I stay here. So I had to drive off the track to avoid it. Champ, did you see it?
Kinda. Basically, I was just on unknowns outside for most of the second straight, and all of a sudden we go into the braking zone and Patrick just appears when unknown's turning into the corner and just kills him. He just torpedoes him. Well, he came from literally nowhere. He wasn't even on my screen or anything, and I was slightly behind Unknown, so Unknown could have had no chance of knowing.
Well, it did.
Yeah, I'm not doing another last question mark. That's it.
Yeah.
But a P3 at least, that does bring you some points in the championship. But with
but I still lose like a ridiculous amount of points. So.
Yes, because Houseman did get some points in, and Champ, I do believe. Yeah, still P3 to Brett.
I lose 8 points to Champ.
8 points. Oof. With Champ getting away, you're now what?
I think I have to win every
40
race if Champ
points
comes second, and then I'll win it in the final race if that happens.
It is an opportunity. It is possible.
It is possible.
It is possible.
But
I do agree.
I think that Williams might have just ruined it.
Well, that Williams, which you're referring to, is that Funky? Or is it Dasher?
No,
it's
Dasher.
This Dasher you're referring to.
I don't know what happened with Funky. He just went down my inside and I left him loads of room, and next thing I know he spun. So I don't really know what happened there.
Well, Funky did find his place after the safety car up in
he did, yeah.
P5, I do believe, but he very soon fell down the grid order. But still a good match for him. Do you have anything to say Brett, is something you want to get out there about this?
I don't know. I'll just leave it for the stewards.
Ah. Well, then I'm gonna turn our focus onto our race winner, Champ. Amazing race, starting from P16 with a very good strategy with the hard tires. How do you think the race was going?
It was a bit stressful, especially at the start. Not gonna lie. Lots of cars behaving a bit unpredictably and maybe not the smartest, but you know, I managed to somehow avoid it. I got slight damage on Patrick for the same incident with Unknown on lap 1, turn 3. I can't. I don't know if it's technically turn 3 or 4, but yeah, like when he did that to Unknown, I ended up getting a little bit of front wing damage. But it was on the right side, and it was only like light green, so I just stuck with it because it's a track where it's mostly right-handers, so it doesn't affect me so much as it did with Bread, who had the damage on the left. So, yeah.
Yeah. You were in the front for quite a while in the race, battling with both Petsuka and Patrick. Was it? I don't know how to ask this question. Was it? You were on the medium tires at the end of the race, with Patrick on hard tires.
Yeah.
Did you decide this medium was the best to do because your differentiation on the tire wear weren't that big, so in the end, how much tire wear did you have on those mediums?
I didn't check. I have no clue.
Okay.
It must have been between about 40 and 50% because of the safety car.
Yeah, because the safety car did play well into some of the guys' hands. I did see some capitalizing with it, but I did on the race. I did believe in the start that the guys around halfway in on the hard tires were gonna win this, but when the safety car came, it switched over to the guys that had decided to go on the mediums, which were you. Now I don't know where I'm going with this. I literally don't have a lot of questions about this race because the race was at a lot of the time boring and just a slipstream race. You had your times in the start and right after the safety car, but not really that much after. But what about France for both of you? Are this track a one you like, or one you're just happy is over? Brett, we can start with
I
you.
like this. No. Oh, okay.
No,
I'm happy it's over after that race.
Mate, you were literally in the middle of the race going, oh, for God's sake, why has this happened to me at my track? 54th in the world, aren't you?
Here I am.
It was so funny.
So not a track we really want. We're just happy it's over. Or what?
I like it.
You like it. You like it.
The racing isn't great, but the track's alright.
Yeah, like Russia. I know you do like Russia too.
Yeah.
As I've heard in a previous interview. I don't know if I have much more to say. Do you have anything to discuss between you want to broadcast here?
I mean, we're in the same party, so I think we've said everything.
Yeah, okay. But, okay, maybe a last question for Brett. You were in a lot of the time in the race, you kept being P3 and P4 and couldn't really catch up to Champ and Patrick, actually falling a bit behind from 2 to 4 seconds at some point. Did you find it hard?
Well, what, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, no, it was because me and I had to try and keep Houseman behind. I wasn't really focused on trying to catch them. I was just more focused on trying to keep Houseman behind me.
Oh, I was thinking for the most of the race you were...
You know, Houseman was attacking me every lap, so I had to...
Oh.
And especially when I was falling behind... When I was falling behind Houseman in the hard stint, that was just because I had a damaged front wing, so...
Oh, yeah, because you had the damage, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really have much more to say than congratulations to both of you on podiums. As it sounds, not the race you really wanted, Brett, but at least you got some points out of it.
Yeah, I did.
And we're gonna be very focused on the next race, which is I don't really recall what the next race is. Do you?
Hungary, I believe.
Hungary, okay. Gonna be interesting. Well then, I'm just gonna say thank you guys for the interview and impressive racing, and we'll cut off here for the stream. Thank you guys for watching JVL, and we'll be back next week for another Tier 2 and Tier 1 race. Se om jeg kan finde ud af at cutte det her af. How the fuck do I stop broadcasting? Yeah.